channel. As promised, today I'm going to be talking about Is my window open? Today I'm going to be talking about some affordable ways to make your prom dress situation, because to put it lightly, prom can be one expensive motherfucker. Deep down, I know that prom is just another capitalist construct trying to get us to spend like $500 on dresses and limos and little flowers that you put on your wrist, but it still has a special place in my heart. So hopefully this video will show you guys how you can still look bomb at prom, but still have like some money left to pay for a tiny bit of college. Also, real talk, I know that the costs of going to prom can add up a lot, especially the dress. I don't want that to be a barrier for anybody to be able to go to prom and have a good time and feel confident in themselves. So at the end of this video, I'm gonna be giving away all of the prom looks that I show in this video. Is this what Oprah feels like? Just kidding. This is not a big deal at all, but I thought if I could help some of you guys go to prom and have dresses that you really like, that'd be really cool. So I'm gonna leave all the details in the description, and I'll also go over them at the end of this video, so yeah. So my first option for getting an affordable prom dress is obviously to go to the thrift store. I don't know when your guys' prom is, I'm kind of out of touch with the kids these days, but I would recommend starting to look for a prom dress as early as you can before prom, because obviously the stock in thrift stores changes so much and a lot of people are looking for something really specific in a prom dress, so it can be a bit of a search to find. I wanted to show you guys this one that I happened to find just at my Goodwill back home in Maryland, actually. I don't know, I love an off-the-shoulder silhouette. I think it's so flattering and you get to show a little bit of skin without being too risque for school dress codes, I guess. It even had this little button-up detail in the back, which let me tell you was a bitch to put on. I spent like 45 minutes doing my arms like this trying to get myself buttoned up, but it was really cute, so worth it. I feel like a big part of making a thrifted prom dress work is knowing how to accessorize it to make it more your style. To make it look a little bit less stuffy and a little bit more my style, I added this choker from Forever 21. I got this like a couple years ago when chokers were really big, but I think it was around $5. It was super affordable. Overall, I would recommend if you're trying to do prom on a budget, definitely go to Forever 21 for your accessories. Their fake gold definitely wears off pretty easily, but if you're just gonna be wearing it for the one night, nobody has to know. For shoes, I just wore these really simple pointed stilettos. They're by the brand The Office, but I actually also thrifted these for around $15. I really wanted to add sparkly socks to this outfit actually because I thought it would look real spunky, but I figured since the whole dress is like a lot of fabric, I didn't want to also cover up my feet, so I wanted to have like a little feet skin showing, if that makes sense. This is gonna get real foot fetishy real fast, let me tell you. Overall, I thought this was a really cool look. I felt like such a Disney princess. So yeah, that's my first look, but I know that not everybody is lucky enough to be able to find a whole prom dress that fits them really well, just fresh out of the thrift store. So next up, I'm gonna show you guys how you can kind of finesse things that you found at the thrift store and make them into prom acceptable outfits. So for example, I found this lovely vintage florally dress. I am in love with this dress so much. I love the pattern on it. I love the silhouette, but this dress was a little bit big on me and it kind of looked a little bit lumpy about the waist. It's also a midi dress instead of a maxi dress, so I think that can still work for prom, but it could require a little bit of dressing up. So first of all, to fix the waist scenario, you could definitely actually get somebody to sew it, actually take it to a tailor shop, which is probably ultimately still cheaper than buying your own like $300 new prom dress. But I don't actually have a sewing machine here with me in my apartment in LA, so a quick no-sew fix is just to take some ribbon. I had this giant roll of satiny ribbon that I bought off Amazon when I was trying to start like a choker business. That was actually what I did the summer after my senior year of high school because I was a weird kid. And then I just took my trusty super sharp fabric cutting scissors, measured around my waist. I wanted it to wrap around my waist twice, so I cut a pretty long piece of ribbon, and then I cut the ends at an angle just so that they don't look awkward and flat. I like it when the ribbon ends in that nice little point. After that, I kind of just wrapped it around my waist and played with it a lot in the mirror till it looked right, but this is what I came up with. To add a little something around the neckline, I went for my go-to necklace with a little pearl and a diamond. I got this for $8 from Forever 21. You guys have seen that necklace like all the time, it's in all of my videos, but fun fact, after I filmed the cutaways for this video, it became this untangleable mess, so I'm gonna have to spend like several hours trying to save my baby. Anyways, I actually thought if I did have a sewing machine, it would be super cool to update the neckline into an off-the-shoulder silhouette, because I think the V neckline is a little bit outdated, but I think it works for now. Being super extra with hair and makeup is definitely another way that you can make a prom dress look more appropriate, but I was too lazy to do that for this video, so I kind of just put my hair in a ponytail, which is like the most lazy pseudo updo I could think of. But if you do have a dress that's like a little bit more casual and then you do some super schmancy braided updo and like get those fake eyelashes going, that can also be a really good way to make it more prom prom appropriate. And then for shoes, in order to dress it up, I got these simple 2-strap stilettos. These were also from the thrift store. I think they were like 10 bucks. I think literally every brand and their Chinese manufacturing counterpart were making these shoes 2 years ago, so they shouldn't be too hard to find in thrift stores either. I just wanted to keep everything light and springy, but also find something that would give me like the maximum amount of height since the dress is a little bit shorter. So even though this outfit is a little bit more on the casual end, I would totally wear it to prom. I think one of the coolest things about thrifting and finding vintage pieces as well is that it's so unique compared to what everybody else is wearing. Our next kind of thrifted ensemble requires a little bit more assembly. So we're starting out with this skirt that I found at the thrift store. I think it was like $6. What caught my eye about it was that it did have more of a formal outfit look to it. It isn't quite maxi length, it stops right above the ankle, but it does have a good amount of length to it. My top is this really basic wraparound top that I got from Abercrombie. I think it was on one of those like sales on sales on sales, so it was like $7. Trust me, I know the way it's styled right now looks like it's straight out of the 2000s in a bad way, but we're gonna fix it. We're gonna turn it into a more cohesive ensemble. Since both the top and the bottom are just solid colors, I thought they looked kind of awkward and blocky as they are now. So I whipped out my trusty ribbon again. This is gonna be a theme in these outfits. So basically what I was trying to do is just connect the top and the bottom into this pseudo dress situation. I left pretty long tails on the bow because I thought it was a cool detail and it kind of broke up that big chunk of pink on the bottom. This definitely does take a little bit of finagling, but if you do want to keep it secure after you have the position you like, you could definitely pop a couple stitches in there just to keep everything in place. To make the top a little bit more elegant, I actually just took the straps and put them off the shoulder. Off the shoulder silhouettes are going to be another theme in this video, but I really thought that it helped make the whole outfit look a lot more fancy and a lot more expensive. For shoes, I decided to be a little bit extra. I started off with these white pointed heels, again, that I thrifted. I think these were $15. They were kind of overpriced, but I liked the silhouette and I needed shoes for this video, so I think they look good by themselves, but at this point of the video, I was like really into tying ribbons onto everything. So I cut 2 shorter pieces of the ribbons and I tied those around my ankles. It looks like you bought this special pair of shoes with a little bow detail around the ankle, but in reality, you are just tying ribbons onto everything. Overall, I really liked how this outfit came together. It has kind of a vintage vibe and it kind of reminds me of Sherry Hill, which I know was like the hottest prom designer when I went to prom at least, and her dresses cost like $400, so I thought this was not bad for under $30. That is all I have for thrifted stuff, but I wanted to leave you guys with a couple extra options in case the thrift stores just aren't working out for you. I know in different regions of the country, thrift stores can be really good or really bad, and sometimes they just don't have their days. So I wanted to show you guys actually what I wore to prom when I was a senior. Junior year, I went kind of all out and spent like $100 on a new dress. By senior year, I was kind of over it, so I was searching for a cheaper option. This dress, which to this day I still love. I was having so much fun posing in this dress. I felt like such a fairy princess. This dress was actually $30 at Forever 21. I ordered it online, which is always kind of risky with Forever 21, but it worked out really well. I think the fabric is quite good. A lot of retailers do carry maxi dresses or things that could totally be passable for prom. You just have to search for it. A lot of the times if something is advertised as a prom dress, they're going to charge a prom dress price for it. If you search in their maxi dress section, you can find something that's a lot more affordable. When I'm sitting down to edit this video, I'll go through and pick out some hopefully affordable dresses that I find online that could work for you guys. I'll put them up here, do a little slideshow action. If you are ordering kind of cheap clothes online, I definitely would beware of the material that stuff is made from. Usually if it's cheap and they're sequins, they're not going to look good, and a lot of the times the dresses won't have the same detail that they have on the front, on the back, so if that's important to you, keep an eye out for that. And another thing is fit. Not everything that you order online, especially cheap stuff, will fit you in the most flattering way. So for my senior year prom dress, it was a little bit loose around the waist, so I just took it to a sewing machine. You could totally hand sew this too though, and I just put little darts in the sides so it snatched my waist a lot better. For accessories, I kept everything super simple. I didn't even put anything around my neckline just because I felt like the lace-up action was doing a lot already. For shoes, I brought back those simple 2-strap heels from the other outfit. Super affordable, not too loud or anything, but just gives me a little bit of height to dress up the outfit. I let my hair down out of that ponytail and did this kind of really basic half up, half down do. I also went for a middle part instead of my usual side part because the dress is so symmetrical and it has that super deep V neckline, so I wanted to be able to match that symmetry on my hair, if that makes sense. I suppose with the cost of the dress and the cost of the shoes, that is technically over $30, but for the sake of the title of this video, we're gonna ignore that fact. I am such clickbait. Those are all the modeling clips that I had for you guys. I think you guys can tell that I had a lot of fun modeling all of these prom outfits. As one final note, I also wanted to say that if you have a dress from your culture that you wanted to wear to prom, I think that can be such a cool option too. I remember a couple girls from my high school wore their saris to prom and they looked absolutely stunning. I know that there's also those like traditional Chinese dresses. I forget the official name for them, but normally they're short sleeve and they have a short hemline, but I think that you can get long ones made as well that have like a maxi dress silhouette and a little slit in the leg. Somebody at my high school also did that and she looked amazing. So that's just another thing to consider. For giveaway details, everything will also be listed in the description, but it's open to everybody in the US. It's gonna close at noon a week from today, so April 26th at noon Pacific Standard Time. I'm kind of just making up these rules as I go along. I'm not going to be giving away my old prom dress, but I am going to be giving away the first 3 looks that I thrifted. I'm also going to list all the sizing info for those dresses below. I'm sorry that I don't have like a greater diversity of sizes. I was just trying to choose whatever would look good for this video. In order to enter, just be subscribed to my channel, follow me on Instagram, which is at bestdressedchannel. It'll also be linked below. And comment on this video your most awkward or favorite memory of high school so far. Or if you like don't want to type all of that out, you can just say enter me in the giveaway and I'll enter you. But I think it would be fun to learn everybody's awkward stories. Once I choose the winners, I'll like DM you guys and ask you guys which of the outfits that you want. I'll ask you to like rank them or something, I don't know. And then I'll ship them out as soon as possible, so hopefully you guys can get them by the time you go to prom. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so excited for you guys to go to prom and have a good time. I'm like such a proud mother. Anyways.